Hey guys, welcome back to a new part in the playthrough. I think it's part 14 already. I really have to get into the groove myself a bit again because it's been quite a while. It's been like a week or maybe even a bit longer since I dove into the game. It had to do with tweaking my new PC build. I got like this Z390 motherboard and I was overclocking the processor, the 9900K. And yeah, that really was quite some headache to get it stable. So I had to, in the end, swapped out the motherboard for a new one. A tier up a bit. It's not the Z390 Extreme 4 from ASRock, but now I have the Taichi brand of ASRock. And now it's humming along fine and happily. So I'm really content that all the tweaking and getting the overclock stable to 5 gigahertz on all cores finally got concluded. And it's Saturday night. It's time to dive right back into the Wild West. What I did read just now on the internet is that apparently Rockstar is building a patch to address the HDR issues. Apparently HDR is not that good in this game. I really didn't notice it that much because I do find the lighting to be, some people say bland, but I find it actually pretty realistic, the color scheme. So, but if it will be improved, that's all the better. But what I did notice in my game, and apparently which they are also working on, is the blurriness of the graphics on the PS4 Pro. If you, for instance, look at these trees, it's all, it doesn't really come over as 4K to me. And I know it's like some checkerboarding, upscaling 4K on the PS4 Pro, as opposed to the Xbox One X, which is true 4K. But still, this really looks like 1080p, or maybe even 720. It's so if they're working on that, that is very good in my book. For instance, this rock is then pretty detailed again, but yeah, the vegetation as a whole, it's a bit rough. And on the other hand, I am a big graphics whore in the sense that I'm an early adapter. I have now also the 2080 Ti graphics card just for the ray tracing capabilities. Although there are no ray tracing games yet, except for Battlefield 5, which I'm not gonna play. There's too much else on the shelf yet. So I am a pretty big graphics whore, but on the other hand, I don't have like a really sharp eye for it at the same time, because if I wouldn't have read it, I did notice the blurriness and the smudginess a bit, but it's not really distracting or disturbing me from having a good time in this game world. So let's get on with the game. I even had to check the previous episode to see where we were, but we were at a trapper. We sold the legendary bear hide. And now somehow when loading up the game we are near the stables, which is actually a good thing. We were on our way back to camp to start off on another mission, but now near the stables we can do cross one thing off our list, and that is, oh no, we actually already did it. I wanted to rename the horse because you can rename a horse at your stable. Actually, we already called this horse Lizzie, as you can see at the bottom right corner. So, no need for that. There's one other thing I need to do, and that is put the timer in, because I do notice still YouTube, although I am uploading 4K 60FPS HDR, it doesn't get that treatment, that quality in YouTube. It only gets processed by YouTube until 4040p. So I am going to try to cut up the episodes even shorter, like making them like half an hour. So let's make this one pretty short, so like 20 minutes from now I will cut it off. In hopes that that will make it more manageable for the YouTube engine to make it through 4K HDR, 4K 60 FPS. Right, let's see. That was one thing I was still a bit curious about. If we can. Alright, I also have to get to grips with the mechanics again, a bit, the controls. If we can get back our old horse, because I also liked our old horse, to be quite honest. If you lose your saddle, it will be retrieved for you when entering the stables. Okay, cool. Manage owned horses. Let's see if we have Lizzie. Yeah, we still have Tennessee. Nice. Here's Tennessee. So we are going to, if that's possible, rename Tennessee and take her back, because it was a bit of an unexpected turn of events that suddenly I had to sell Tennessee and ride off on another horse. That's of course a bummer for Tennessee, so we have to get back to some bonding with Tennessee.
Friendlier than people. They make the most loyal friends.
And you also see, I thought we had like maxed out bonding with Tennessee, but apparently we still have like now we lost one. So that would be pretty cool if you keep a horse in the stable for very long, that they really detach from you, and that the bonding level decreases, which would only be logical. Because now we only have 3 out of 4 levels, so we have to get that back to 4 out of 4.
Just love a lump of sugar.
Let's see. This horse is stabled, fine. Saddle up, yes, but I actually want to rename him. God damn it! Where is Lizzie? Alright, she should be here, but she's not.
It can get real muddy out there
Maybe
sometimes,
if I retrieve.
can't it?
Here's Lizzie.
Can't go a minute without getting everything caked.
We can upgrade. Grooming. Edit the horse's appearance. Nope. Services. Let's see what it here. Rename. Alright, this will be Lizzie 2. And Tennessee Walker was our first horse. That will become
Good choice.
Lizzie 1. Saddle her up. And let's do some upgrades. Services. Rename. Oh. My bad.
Oh dear me.
Damn it.
That's an odd name.
Yeah, indeed. That was a really odd name. But Lizzie is not. Where the hell is the I? Y? And we are good to go, I guess. See you later.
Bye for now. You and that horse are always welcome.
Alright, thanks, dude. We are going. By the way, I will show you the journal, what we have. Cigarette cards, a new hobby. You have found a cigarette card. Look out for more of these in your travels. You can collect them to create 12 card sets, or some stores will buy them off you. That are the cigarette cards. Hosea enjoys crime novels. We have to find one for him. And Dutch wants a pipe. Where the hell are we supposed to get a pipe? Dutch has asked for a pipe. Alright, good for Dutch. Challenges. We can play cards. We need to hunt some rabbits. And we need to do some knife kills. No notifications. And then over here we are Scarlet Meadows in Lemoyne. 2350, 9 degrees. Our cores are pretty okay. I'm also doing this for myself to get back into the game. Health can use a bit. Stamina can use a bit. Dead Eye is should recharge. The horse is all fine. The stamina and the horse's health is also fine. Then our wrong button. Our in the bottom, in the middle, our honorability is yeah, more or less in the middle, and we have $244. So that's yeah, I think that's pretty good for Western amounts. We can get to Uncle. He is in camp, and we can get to what's his name again? Javier Escuela. He is in Valentine. But first let's get back to Uncle and to camp. And that means going to the left. If I'm not mistaken. And yes, that's about it. Here we go. Come on, Lizzie.
Yeah.
One of those days.
One of those days. We need to get to the left, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, friend.
So up now.
Oh. An abandoned shack.
Yep.
This does look a... Oh shit.
There we go.
Here we go. Come on, Lizzie. You know you can. Holy shit. Whoa, that was pretty cool. Did you see?
Easy.
Its eyes
Yeah.
were very bright. Like pretty realistically. Like a rabbit staring in the headlights of an upcoming car. Of course, a horse doesn't have headlights, so I'm not really sure what the source of the reflection was. Of the lights that reflected in the animal's eyes, but whatever. I have this sneaky idea. Yeah, we are going in the generally the right direction. Alright, back into the west. I was really doubting whether I should wanted to continue this game or actually Skyrim, because Skyrim, it's of course already a 7-year-old game. I think it's from 2011 or something. And I've been modding it to death for years. And without actually playing it a lot. I was more checking out the mods and continuously new mods.
Easy, easy.
That's a camp. New mods were released. And let's see. What the hell? No. And all my time got taken up by it. And then at the end, Skyrim Special Edition was released, which actually made a lot of mods obsolete. Because they did the lighting very well. Except for the color palette. But I made a mod for that myself. To bring back the original Skyrim's sky colors, which were overly bright in my book in Special Edition. So I spent a lot of time modding and fiddling around, and now I have my new PC, and I could really run it nicely yeah, at a good frame rate in 4K. And it looked amazing, and it's still something that, even though 7 years after its release, still something on my to-do list to actually finish Skyrim. But at the end, I did think it's better to finish what we start. So try to first get ahead in this game. And I have the idea that I am, way too far. Oh no, actually not. I think we need to get to the other side of the railway tracks. And then somewhere here to the right, I guess, would be. Here it is. Home sweet home.
Who's that?
Right? Yes, home. Sweet Alabama home. I'm from the Netherlands, but I also love sweet Alabama. You can craft items at the crafting fire near the edge of the camp. Ooh, nice. Let's do that straight away. We have to get into all the mechanics. And let's put Lizzie over here. Alright. Let's see if we can craft something. No idea what I have all at my disposal. We can make some food, but we can also donate this raw meat to the cook. Let's do that. Tonics. No, I have a lot of tonics. Yeah, we have some revolver cartridges. I have a lot of regular ones. No, let's just leave it. Try to avoid fighting as much as possible. Effects. What does the ingredients affect? That's what they do. Slightly increased damage and slower dead eye drain when chambered. Okay, split points. And that's also for the repeater. And what does it take? Revolver cartridges, regular ×1. Oh, I can simply change out the regular ones for split point ones. So I don't see why, if that doesn't cost anything and it is higher damage output, I don't really see why we wouldn't do that. So here goes. The only thing I'm hoping is that he is not now crafting them one by one. Holy shit, I do think he is. Again, that might seem like laborious or boring. On the other hand, if I mash the button it goes quicker. And on the other hand, it does. This game is simply slower paced. It really is super immersive. So I really don't mind actually this. I do like this. You're really forced like to get into the moment and to, for instance, admire his detailed revolver and even his bullets on his belt decrease, I noticed just now. All those little holders were full and now there are only 2 bullets left in them. Because he's using them to make split points, I guess. Alright, but 107, crafting 107 of these is of course maybe a bit monotonous. Come on, Arthur. I don't even remember our name, to be honest. Let's see how many we created. 43. We can still make whatever. We will also make some of these for the repeater. Our name is Charles. I have no idea. Almost there. Patience is a virtue. I will just pan around a bit, which is pretty hard when also messing the X button. And that should do it. Alright, see you later. I would like to check, do we also get tired? In Skyrim, I do get tired. And I forgot whether that's also a mechanic in this game. But first let's check our name. Totally forgot about it. Arthur. God damn it. Where is our name? Not here. Arthur, that's our horse. Where would our name be? Maybe over here. Let's save the game, why not? And let's see, settings, nope. I'm just checking it out quickly. It was all so long ago. Yes, I had this all off. HDR is on, fine. Audio, let's check this. Fine. General, what was this about? The degrees, the temperature and stuff. This was the camera controls, and these were the main controls, free aim, and I did think that I tweaked these a bit, but they do seem to be back to standard. Ah, here I tweaked them. This is third person, and third person I'm not using anyway. The first person I tweaked, and that was that. Anyways, our name, story, no, that was the save game. It's progress is the compendium here. Here's the story. Chapter 1. Let's see what happens here. No, I'm not sure that somewhere here. You know what? Why not Google it? 1 second, because I find it a bit retarded that I have no idea how the main protagonist is called. So we do RDR2 and then Arthur and then Google, and it says, okay, Arthur Morgan is our name. And let's actually, we need to get to Dutch, but first let's, yeah, the cook is of course away now. Maybe we can also donate food while he is not at his post. He's actually walking over there, I guess. Yes, we can.
Could really use some good meat for this stew.
Cover scent lotion attracts average bait, predator baits, animal fat. Here we go. Venison. That's
Don't you
for him.
overcook this now, Pearson.
And some big game meats. Alright, and I would also like to donate
Well done, Mr. Morgan.
some ammunition, but that's still
Good
not
job,
really
Mr. Morgan.
possible. That was actually our own. We can donate some money over here.
When I was frisky, and tush potent whiskey, like waves on the bay
And
of
let's give some money.
I began to tumble and roar. My face was red like a lobster. I fell
But at the bottom right, you see those red symbols, so that means they are low on stock. But apparently this card is for the ammunition, but there's no way to donate ammunition here yet. So that's probably only for later. And I was just wondering...
Mr. Morgan.
Yeah, we need...
Yes, Miss Grimshaw.
Mr. Matthews gave me a message for you. He said when it was convenient to head into Emerald Ranch. He's looking at a few business things there.
Okay.
He'll find something too. He always does. Will you be well now, Mr. Morgan?
You too.
I'm always well, Miss Grimshaw.
We need to eat to get our weight, to manage our weight. I guess that's... We can see that over here. General weight is average, so we need to eat something. And for the core to replenish our core, we need to... You see the stamina and the health one can use a bit. So slightly restores health core. Yeah, let's take a cracker. And now for the... for the stamina core. I don't have that much. That helps with stamina. Oh, that's the timer. Guys, I am going to cut it off here because I really hope that that will help with the making it 4K on YouTube. I will see you in the next episodes. For the meantime, never forget, keep on gaming. See you later.